What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Acts of Creation. And in this week's lesson, we learn how to count and play through changing time signatures. So I wanted to show everybody a real simple riff and a very straightforward concept of changing time signatures. This idea is great for, say, building intros, working on turnarounds, or building fills, or sometimes just interjecting a random 5 notes here or 3 notes there in your riff, because sometimes it just fits. Okay, so we are in standard tuning. Down below in the description you can find a link for the PDF and Guitar Pro files for this. And if you like these kind of lessons, please subscribe because we do them weekly. We are in 3/4 and then one measure of 5/8. Okay, so let's listen to the riff and then we'll talk about it. The trick of it here is as the meter changes, everything remains constant. And in this example, we have 3/4 and 5/8. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay, so nothing changes except what you're counting to. So let's break down the riff. So it's a very simple riff and it just outlines essentially an E power chord. And we're adding in a couple extra notes on our 4th string. Okay, the 3rd fret, and then the open. Okay? Alright, it's a very Phrygian type of sound because it has a half step above the root. Okay? So we're going to pick out the E power chord, O2, and then on the 4th string, real simply O3-2. And then on the 2nd time, we're going to change some notes around. Instead of O3-2, it's going to be 3-O-2. And then the 3rd time is the same as the 1st, O3-2. And then we're going to pick out a couple chords, real simply, a G chord, which is 3-2 open, across 3 strings, and then an F5, or an F power chord. Those are our 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice how I break them in a group of 3 and a group of 2. Usually when you play 5/8, it's broken up like that, either 3-2 or 2-3. So you have a 1-2-3, 1-2, 1-2-3, 1-2, or a 1-2, 1-2-3, 1-2, 1-2-3. Both have different feels. Experiment with both of them. Okay? So again, real simple riff. Just for fun, those of you out there who play in a lower tuning, say a drop tuning such as a drop D, a drop C, or you have a 7 string and you're going to put it in a drop tuning, we're also going to take a look at this riff in a lower drop tuning as well. So let's give that a listen. So it's the same exact riff, but here we have to outline it slightly differently. Okay, so we're outlining the open chord right there. But now I'm going to grab the notes that we were playing on the D string before on our E string. Okay, but if you're just on a 6-string guitar drop tuning, it would just be on your next string down, right? So it's 6 and 5. And for me, it sounds better rather than playing the 3rd note open. That one, I like to play 5th note on the next string down because it just sounds a little tighter with all the distortion in the lower tuning. So it's real simple. O, 5, 6, 5. And then that middle time, again, change the notes around, 6, O, 5. And then back to the first one. And then here I go 3, O, 3, 1, 1. So there you go, a real simple riff to gain an understanding of how to count and play through changing time signatures or changing meter. Okay, again, these little snippets of ideas are great to work for intros of songs, working on build-ups or fills for songs, And like I said earlier, sometimes you're coming up with something and it just feels good to add a couple of extra notes in there. So if you can kind of figure out how to do that, that helps a lot. You can put a little awkwardness into your riffs, which might be what you're looking for. So like I said, the tabs can be found in the description below, and as always, let me know what you come up with. Thanks a lot.